And apparently we are online. Let's have a look. Nope, I don't want to hear about you. I want to see what the current setup is for my current stream. There we go. Alright, Captain of Industry is live. Apparently. And I just want to see what the category is set correctly, because it was doing something weird right there. Yeah, Captain of Industry, English. Looking good. Okay. Alright. Couple of things. I'm not using a voice changer anymore, as you probably have noticed. Reason for that is quite simple. I'm gonna talk about this in a stream tomorrow. I'm gonna talk about like my experience with streaming and the tools associated with it over the past 2-3 months since I've started. That should be something to look forward to. Yeah, the voice changing application that I was using, which was Voice Mod, they changed some things around, which really screwed up the voice quality. I will be checking voice quality, by the way, on this video, just to make sure that that is not an issue with my setup, and that it was indeed Voice Mod. So we'll see about that. Yeah, but it sounds. Yeah, I just checked. Sounds perfectly fine on stream now. So the voice mod, they changed some things around. I'm gonna talk about that again tomorrow, probably in an hour-long, 2-hour-long stream. For the time being, we are going to play some Captain of Industry. Alright, so we had a game running last time, so let's have a look at that. I hope that the overlay works perfectly fine. I've set it up to work. At least I hope that I have. I also hope that we are now running... yeah, the multi-chat seems to be working. It's ignoring the stuff of this type in chosen multi-chat, but it doesn't display in here. That's fine. It doesn't display on the stream. I will also be testing some text features by using an account of someone else. Well, hang on, I should be able to use a neutral account, shouldn't I? If I go into this and I just use this one, can I do that? Let's check. Nope. Yep, I can just write this in here. And a test. No, I can't. I actually have to register. Okay. Admin emotes. Alright. 24 opinion. Okay, so I can only do that if so long as I'm registered, so can't do this here. Right. I'm gonna have to ask my friend to actually do this. Just give me a moment. I'll also ask him to check this one. On YouTube as well. Alright. Yes. Okay, well at least my stuff turns up. Hang on, if I send this myself, will this turn up? It has turned up in here. It has also turned up in there. That is not easily readable. Okay. What if I go to my own live stream and mute that real quick and write a test in here. That is the wrong account. Where am I logged in? Oh, here. This is where I'm logged into the right account. But yes, that also shows up. It also shows up. That is not easy to read. Okay, I'm gonna have to do something about that. Yeah, how can I... Which account am I logged into? This seems to be correct. Alright, alright, alright. I can check that, and now that should turn up as well. So that's looking good. That's looking good. We can close this, close this, close this, close this. All of that went through here. All of that went through here. Perfect. That works well. What else do I need to check? Well, first of all, I need to check in Stream Elements that I actually can. Oh yeah, I am using Stream Elements. Probably should mention that. I kind of want to change how these overlays look, because you can't really see anything there. So I kind of want to adjust the opacity of this. So in here, let's go 40%. And why is the other one still showing? They should be shown. Oh, because I just refreshed it. Okay. I hope that's the case at least. Show me this one. Yeah, once I reload this, it should actually. I hope 40% is enough. Yeah, we're gonna have to play around with this a little bit. Probably not going to do all of that today. Yeah, okay, that refreshed it. I could go 50%, I think. Heck, I could probably go 60%. Yeah, 60% is fine. Kind of want to move this further to the left, though. I also want to try out limiting this, so I guess I'm going to start with that. Because Stream Elements requires you to do like a full screen layout, but I'm not quite okay with that. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to limit this in OBS. I want to limit this overlay, the YouTube chat or the Twitch chat. Well, it's going to be both. Which am I on right now? This is Twitch chat, which is the lower one. All right, so we're going to go in here and we're going to cut that down to size. And I'm now going to move that over, and then we are going to check whether this actually still displays what it's supposed to display, because that's the one thing that I'm unsure about. This was Twitch chat. All right, let's see. Yes, I know I'm live. Where's my chat? Go to my channel. Come on. Can I not? Oh no, it's not in here. It is in the creator dashboard. I should be able to. Oh no, stream manager, not the dashboard. There we go. And here I can send a. Ooh. And it does still show. Perfect. This is exactly what I wanted. All right. That actually works fine, and with the 60%, that's 60% opacity, by the way. this actually is fine. So we are keeping this that way, and we're going to go over to YouTube chat and we're going to do the same. 60% is kind of where we are at. All right, so let's go in here. Let's go into the settings. Let's put that up to 60%. Let's save that. All right. And now we go into OBS, into the YouTube chat. We're going to cut that down to size. Like so. Like, oh, nope, not going to do that. We're going to keep you where you are, but like so. And like so. Now we're going to move you over here. All right, and that is our overlay for now. Kind of need to do there. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that looks all right. Okay, so this is what we're gonna go for. And I do believe that this should be on the other things as well. Yes, although in a different manner. I might have to adjust that there. Okay. That is fine. I will definitely have to adjust that here. Can I actually move you over there without moving you on the other screen? Yes. Okay, that's fine. That's fine then. Good. Okay. Still would like to see a little bit further down, to be entirely honest, on this one. Kind of want to see you there-ish. Yeah, that's okay. If I push you further down, oh, you're in front, which is not where you should be. The Boogie should be in front always. There we go. That looks okay. That looks perfectly fine. Actually, where's the alert overlay? The alert overlay is still a little bit high up for this one, but that's fine as well. I don't think we're gonna have trouble with this for now. So, with that being done, oh yeah, the YouTube alerts are already popped over, but Twitch alerts aren't. Audio via OBS. There we go. So I can shut down the alert sounds in here if I need to. Okay, good. Now that we're done with the setup of the stuff that I tested yesterday, we are now going to check out all the fun stuff that we can do in Captain of Industry. Where were we, by the way? I'm not making any more coal via these guys, although I could if push comes to shove. Like, that's how I can make coal. All right, but for the time being, I'm gonna go ahead and check what we wanted to do. We wanted to, we wanted to build a concrete factory, and we just got a basic, no, the number one research lab, which we will have to build quite soon. Now, the problem with the number one research lab is these guys will require some additional stuff. They will require research materials in a very specific form. Oh, we also... Are we researching something at the moment? I don't think we are. Some mining designations. Research lab 1, produce lab equipment and assembly 2. Okay, yeah, that's gonna be something that we will have to do. In the meantime, we can still do the stuff that we still have open, like tree planting, which we don't necessarily need right away. Oh, that's 90. Okay, we're gonna push that back a little bit. Custom surfaces. I kind of like those. The stacker can be quite important. Actually, the stacker is quite important. I'd say even more so than the custom surfaces, but we'll see. Because doing concrete might be a good idea. Transporting balance will become quite important later on. The conveyor lifts are new for me. Like, this is not something that I've seen before. But I think we're going to go with this one. And then we're going to go with... Oh, they actually... These help a lot. These really help a lot. Okay. Yeah. These three... All of this is quite important. So I think while we build up the rest, we will kind of start going through this stuff. And just let's see how far we get with that. But in the meantime, we are going to check out... We are going to check out the production of concrete. Where am I going to place that, actually? It's going to be heavily dependent on the slag and things. Slag we're going to primarily get from smelting. So we kind of want to keep that in mind. What do we need for making these things? So for cement, we need a rotary kiln. That requires coal and limestone. The concrete mixer takes that with sand and crushed slag and water. Ooh, that's a pretty interesting process. We are losing a lot of copper. I'm gonna assign another truck here. And we are going to require... Well, we kind of need another dump site. Like, as much as I want to get this stuff... And I will have to start looking for sources of sand, which are up here. Down here, that's not a lot. It's gonna mess with things. I don't think we can produce sand at this point. We also would like to build some more conveyors, because we can do that now. Where's my transport? Storage transport. U-shaped conveyors. Well, I can just go here and do this. You need coal as well. Okay, so instead of doing it like this, we're gonna do it like this, and then we're gonna have another storage over here, which is gonna be loose storage. And that will give us coal. I mean, once we break through here, we might want to get coal from the other side. Yeah, you know what? We're gonna make that from the other side. We want to leave a little bit of space to make sure that we don't mess anything up. Doesn't really matter how that works, although I kind of want it the other way around. Yeah, like so. Okay. That looks a little bit neater. Yes, I could have used the other one. Would that have made any difference? Not really. Okay, with that we have this stuff, and we also want to feed out the slag from this. So in here we want to get coal, and we want to keep that full to 60. And here well, we'll see what we are going to get anyway. And that should allow us to produce this on a more regular level. Right. Okay. You do not have a mining priority. You do have a mining priority. That's okay. Not sure that's ideal, but it's okay. We are losing a lot of these guys, a lot of copper. I think we can trade for copper, if I'm not mistaken. We can trade for copper, but it's something that is in itself quite expensive. But it's also something that we have a lot of, so we're gonna go for that. Alright, we also need to kind of explore more with our ship. Sure. And kind of two away is where we're still good. Like we do have, what do we have here? We have 2 damaged cargo ships that we could get, but we only have an oil rig as of yet. So we don't really need to import oil right now, and it's really expensive to, I mean, it's getting you more stuff, but it's also quite expensive to run these platforms, so not really interested in that right now. We have 27 workers. We have a 100% research just now reached. Great. Terrain leveling and that. Alright, alright. Research. The research lab. Yeah, we need to get this stable, which I think we have done now. Oh yeah, and we want to keep you empty. That is quite important because we don't want this to fill up. Same for our other slag stuff. So we kind of want you in there. Do we have another one? Yes, this one here. So I can just push you here, which is an option. But then I'm dealing with this lot, which is not what I want. So alternatively, I can go up a lot. Then come over here. And then come down on this one. That would be an option. That way we can still pass vehicles under here without a problem. Uh-oh. You lost. Yeah, no shit, Sherlock. Okay, we have something over here. So that is not something that we can beat because we have 0 weapons. So, kind of want to upgrade that stuff as soon as possible. Which might involve, well, building... My production of these is not enough. So I might have to get some more vehicles. I definitely need 2 more of these and 4 more of these. Yeah, we have enough of that, and we are gonna we're gonna have to start making sure how some things work. Okay, we are gonna need, no, not forestry. Where's my terraforming? Dumping designations. Because I can mine this, but the problem is, once I've mined this, it's gone. Like this stuff is okay. That will remain as such. This can remain as such. Don't have to dump here anymore. Let's have some dumping over here and some over here to do. We can, in theory, like create a shoreline, a straighter shoreline over here. Speaking of, is there anything in here? No, there's nothing. All of this is turned on, yes. So we have a shit ton of limestone over here. We have some sand and a lot of sand. And I think we're going to go for this sand, because you can drive through here and then get here for the sand. So I'm going to build a mining tower, mining control tower right here. And this will allow us to mine this area. And this looks to be going up, so that's great. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a mining designation over here. We're going to get all of that. Get all of this right up to here. Right up to there. And we're going to remove the stuff that we don't really care about. Essentially all of these parts. Then they will start mining this area, which is great. I will require a storage facility, a loose storage right here, where we will put sand, because that is what we want. All right. So that's how we are going to get the sand. Now here's the big question. What else do we need for the production? Not this guy. We're going to need these guys. The concrete mixer is making us that stuff. We are going to need sand. We just provided that. We're going to need slag crushed or gravel. I don't know whether we will ever run out of slag. I really don't. So we are going to start by building the concrete mixer. And I guess we're going to do that down here. Well, this is kind of our main production area, so I don't want to get too much into that. We also going to need water, and we already have started on this end. So maybe we'll continue building that here. That might be an option. Let's see how this goes. Like, we're going to plan this out for now. First of all, we're going to take the annoying stuff away, because we don't really want to deal with the overlay. Yeah, that looks a little better. We are going to keep that here just as a reminder that this is already flattened out. Okay, like so. By the way, where are the... You have one. Where is it? Where are you? You're up here. I kind of want you to clean out this area first. So let's edit the area, and we kind of want to go... Okay, yeah, that's what you're doing. I kind of want you to start with this area. Good. All right, so what we're gonna... Oh, that's why. So we are gonna plan to build in here. We've got the concrete mixer, which is the last one. We're going to set the recipe, which would be this one. Well, technically, we don't really care which one he's using. The manufactured sand, sure, but we're going to run with the normal sand for now. Gravel or... So, gravel is essentially... Gravel is kind of stones crushed, I believe. We should see that in the crusher. There's a recipe. Rocks, that's crushed rocks. And that's crushed slag. So we can get both of those. Doesn't really make much of a difference. We're going to prepare both of those, I think. Are we going to prepare both of those? Because that will start costing a lot of things. Where's our actual energy production? We currently have 2 of those running. We might have to get a 3rd one running, which might cut into our diesel production, so we're gonna have to check on that. But I think it's important to get the 3rd one up right now. Let's do that. Okay, we're gonna go for this one. This has to be produced. This has to be produced. This is gonna be delivered directly. Right. So we're gonna need a storage. A loose storage. Right down here. Sand comes from that way, so no. Can I relocate you easily? Oh yeah, I do have the advanced stuff now, so I get export and import routes. I cannot easily rearrange you, so we will take in 4 things essentially. 2, 3, 4. They're gonna be sand. Quite important. We want to keep this full to some extent. This is gonna be slag. It's gonna be rock, and it's gonna be limestone. I think we're gonna turn this around with rock here and limestone here. Okay. Balancing will become quite important because right now I can't actually balance stuff, I don't think. Like if we go to these guys, I can't tell them to prefer one or the other one of the other inputs, which for this one isn't that important because it all goes into the same Slack thingy. But for these guys, it will become important in a moment. But yeah, I am currently overworking these guys. So what do we want to do? I don't want to start you yet, so we're going to pause these constructions. Yeah, you're not supposed to deliver stuff yet. Okay. Do we have the new vehicles? No, they are still under construction. Good. New tower, also not ready yet. But yeah, we can go through here, as you can see. Right. With that being said, let's have a look. Not here, over here. So, we've done the concrete mixer. We need some water in there. Okay, that's not a problem. We've got water over here. We can transfer that over. We need slag crushed. So these 2 inner ones, they do need to get crushed. So we need a crusher. I'd be interested in seeing whether how this works. Now this is what a crusher is. If I set both recipes for this, Oh, with gravel I can do manufactured sand. Oh, that's quite interesting. That actually is quite interesting. Speaking of manufacturing stuff, I think I'm gonna need the transport balancing next. Which is, well, once the stacker is done, we're gonna get transport balancing. Alright, and I think afterwards I will need the smart conveyor routing. The conveyor lifts would be nice to have afterwards, yes. So these guys, alright, we're gonna do this a little bit differently for this one. The crusher, this will be, this is the crusher for the slag, but this is a crusher for the rocks. For the rocks, we kind of need 2 of those. Oh, I am inclined to put these very close together. That's a bad idea. I always do this. It's always a mistake. Quite important to note, leave yourself some room. Because you might have to... Like, the first one can be... Actually, the first one can be close. And the first one can be close, because that's not a big problem. The second one should not be. For a very, very good reason. If you do the second one too close, you will not have access to it from the other side. So now I have a passageway where cars can go through. Like, I can get this up and over, or I can like keep these transport belts on the ground. And I can just put bridges over them, and any transport can reach through here. It can reach any building. Put these too close, you'll run into trouble, like quite a lot of trouble, to be entirely honest. We're gonna put another crusher in front of this guy. Right there, I think, yes. So you will crush this stuff. You will crush rocks into gravel. You will crush gravel into manufactured sand, and that way we can actually do the manufactured sand one as well. That is good. We have, like, we will be getting sand, but we can now manufacture sand from rocks. I kind of want to make sure that this stays full. Like, I want all of these to be at least half full at all times. Okay, so this one I want to pause. 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 The rest we can already start. I think these guys we are good to start. I don't think we will be... Well, do we have to? We don't really. These will be the first ones that we are building. So we're going to go through the process from right to left when it comes to building, because we don't want to overload the vehicles, which are already very, very busy. Right now, slag is going to be dumped. But it's only going to be dumped beyond the last bit. So we are going to keep that at a very high setting. And we have 1 slag here and 1 slag over here, I think, yes. Yeah, so it's only gonna be emptied if we are running into issues there. Alright, so what's next? I want to check the forestry, the harvesting stuff. Okay, we have to get rid of this kind of stuff as well. So we now have crushed slag. We have gravel, and we have the other things. Now we're gonna come to the where is it? To the rotary kiln. Oh, this one requires coal. That's a lot of stuff. Oh, I forgot about that. It requires coal as well to make this thing. I kind of want to put that over here. Okay, so slight change in setup. And it doesn't matter that this wasn't that this was already placed here. So we want to have lime there. We're going to build another one. This was sand, I believe. So we're going to have sand here. We're going to build another one over here, which will be coal. Storage, loose storage. So we will run into trouble very quickly with this. Problem here is we have a lot of coal requirements. Like a lot of coal requirements. I want to pause you. Did I put you? Well, I wish I had put you further to the left. To be entirely honest. Cost of construction, give me another rotary kiln. How much do you actually make? You make 3 per 60. Do you use 1.5 per 60? So one rotary kiln can feed 2 of you guys. So I kind of need another one. And when I say need, I mean I can make another one. Alright, so what do we have now? We have this guy that can feed 2 of those. You need 3 sand, those can get delivered, or 3 manufactured sand per, and you need water. Gotta be honest, I'm not sure how much water we're gonna get out of this, because, I mean, the alternative is over here, to be entirely honest. Which is kind of what I will require to be building anyway. So I might just push that over here as an input and just go for that. Might be a good idea. Sure. Still, all of this is uneven, so it's a bit meh. All of this is a bit meh. I might have to adjust the area right away and push that all the way over here just to make sure that we actually get everything that we need. There. And no, you should be this line. Yeah, you're on that line. Alright. I want all of this to be flattened as soon as possible. Alright. Did I forget anything? Let's see. So we've got coal that goes in here, we've got limestone that goes in here, that makes this, and that goes into the concrete mixer. This gets crushed into crushed slag, goes into the concrete mixer. We have sand going directly into the concrete mixer, and we have rocks that can be used to subsidize both of those, the crushed sand, the sand and the other stuff. So once we have researched what we need to research, which we have done right about now. No, that was the stacker, dang it. Now we are going towards the balancing. We should be good afterwards. So now the question is, do we go ground based with the conveyors, or do we go up with the conveyors? That's the big question. Yeah, the stacker basically, it allows you to make like a dump. So you kind of want to place this over a hole, and then it will be able to fill that. And if you need some of that, you can just mine it again. Why are you going up? Oh, I think because that is the access side? Really? And you don't have anywhere to put that. Okay, and oh, they mine stuff because they currently have the option to. And yeah, you're also full. Okay, well that's fine. Good. That is perfectly acceptable. So let's lay out the conveyors for this. Now, do I have the? I'm waiting for the lifts, and I'm waiting for the balancing. So those two are still missing. I will remove you temporarily, then I will put you back at the end of the queue. Right. Yeah, because it will have to do like the song and dance to connect up there without the lifts. So we can build these already, technically. I think that's fine. We can, in theory, also build one, two. No, hang on. We need 1, 2 to go through to this one. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that is 2 bridges, 2 small bridges. One's gonna be here-ish. Can just put that here. And the other one would be here. That should be enough to allow us to pass through and distribute this stuff. All right. Let's unpause the construction for these guys and allow them to be built. And we should be okay with not overloading the network for this. We have one of those, so I kind of want to give that to you. But it does mean that I have to... What was the complaint? Oh, another one was done. All right. That will take away a lot of our vehicles right away. So we're gonna have to be careful about that. I should have constructed it in the other way around. That would have been cleverer. All right, so we have a coal and that stuff, which goes in here. Why won't you allow me to build this? Coal. Limestone. Then we have the crushed slag, which goes through here. That will be interesting because we have to get this path there as well. Where do I want to put this? This is the crushed slag. The crushed slag has to get into both of these. Okay. And then we have this one, which we need to split anyway. But we do need the sand. And the sand can go in the middle here, because this only goes to the outside. And we will stop that here. And you, my friend, you're gonna go all the way through. And you're gonna file in there, and you're gonna file in there. Like this. Actually, no. like this, because you have to go. You have to go in there, which you can't anymore. Dang it. Okay, that doesn't work. I knew there was something wrong with that. Thought, all right, let's put you. There we go. And you're gonna go. Hmm. We're gonna wait with that part. In fact, we're gonna wait with all of these. We're just gonna have to wait with all of these guys. Wait. And wait. We have them laid out for now. That's the important bit. Alright, we're gonna see how this goes. Make no available place to dump products. What are you talking about? Seriously? You're considering these as being done, do you? Okay. Don't be dumb. Good grief. Seriously. Can't believe it. This is what I meant. Like, this is fucking hilarious. Okay, I don't want you to build these yet. You're very busy right now. Get some additional stuff done. Ugh. Okay. We are looking okay for food, I think. I'm still surprised that these can't use more than one type of food, but I think the upgraded version can. So we will have to look into getting upgraded things very soon. Like upgraded research. I mean, I am just waiting for some research to continue, to finish before I can, well, probably could already build the production for this. What can VSMB 2 do? You can do research, mechanical parts and electronics. Mechanical parts and electronics. Sure. If that's not the most difficult thing to do. I am waiting for the improved conveyors to, like, allow us to build this properly. All right. You need rubber and those guys. Hmm. Not really what I had in mind. Not really what I had in mind either. Do it like this. And like this. I think that was a research done. That was a research done. We can now balance stuff. Okay. So we can plan for the balancing here. We've got a U-shaped balancer. Which we kind of want to put in here. And we want to put in... That's the wrong one, isn't it? Yeah, this is a crushed slag. The crushed slag is the gravel one. Dang it. Sorry. Alright. We want to... Well, actually, we can put that in here and save on one other conveyor going through. No, this conveyor has to go through anyway. Alright, so we kind of want to put you... Let's see, what can you do? You can be a priority output or priority input. Alright, that's about it. So we kind of don't care, to be entirely honest, because it will be self-balancing. In this case, at least. So we kind of want to put you like this. Doesn't really matter which one we go for. And you're going to be the priority input. Are you going to be the priority? Yeah, you will have to be the priority input because that is the only thing that this one does. That's fine. You are essentially done for now, so these are the guys that we can already build. I said that we're going to build like this. So we'll see how well this goes. I also want to build you lot. Yeah. And then this one is going to go over here. To the sand one. The U-shaped balancer. You're the priority input. You're going to go in here, yeah. But you're the priority input. That way, so long as we have sand, we are not going to look at that thing. Fine. Now we hope that that doesn't overload anything. We're still waiting for these guys. Oh yeah, we need a storage facility. At the end, we are going to need a unit storage right there. You're going to be concrete slab. And you're going to fill in like this. Good. That's fine. Okay, so still struggling with the concrete slabs, but this should solve this quite okay-ish. We're just waiting for the research to complete, which is at 24%. And yeah, we have gone above the 1.6 megawatts, so that will be interesting. Conveyor lifts is what we're currently looking at. But I do believe that we have started doing the research thing, which we will require some unit storage for. Yeah, lab equipment, there it is. That's okay, that's okay. I kind of want to get you to build those guys. The outputs should be connected. The inputs are not that important. I did it here because of the sheer amount of stuff that I need. But yeah. Much more interested in getting those things done. Like this, okay. Here we're gonna need a... They need concrete slabs, wood, and what else? And iron. We probably can do another wood facility in here. Another unit storage for... Another unit storage for wood and for concrete, I suppose. For wood and for concrete slabs. Right. Hmm. 79% plus 2. All right, so the water. The water is kind of troubling for me. How are we looking here? Yeah, there's still a lot of work that needs to be done here. But this is looking fine, so I think I'm going to begin with shaving this down and just making a... Just making a corridor into this one. And with that, we should be okay. And we've got conveyor lifts. There we go. Okay, so now we can start here. All right, we've got the conveyor lifts. Yep. I mean, that's looking fine. I just hope someone can actually get there to build this. Because that's now the problem. Because I have built these so close together, we might run into a bit of a problem to deliver things there. It should be alright. Should be. We shall see. Yep, that was okay. Perfect. Oh, one of those was okay. Um, This is now gravel, and these guys accept gravel and crushed slag, so that's fine. So now we can actually start building all of this stuff. Oh yeah, you are not U-shaped, funnily enough. You are a flat lift. Slight problem. If I put you up here. Okay, and then it will go down. Alright, so that is very much possible. So we're gonna take flat lift. We're gonna... Well, we don't actually need to lift this up. All we need to do is kind of get this here. And that is fine. That is fine. That is fine. That is fine. All of that is fine. You are not fine. This is where the fun begins, because we are gonna need the loose one. Pipe balancer and the molten balancer, all of which we don't really need. We've got the U done, which is that way. We kind of want you... 2 up? 1 up? 1 up is fine. That works as well. Oh, I need to... Yeah, I need to place something right there. It's suggesting a pipe. I don't need a pipe. I need a smokestack. Right. And we are gonna need you to come down here, centrally. Yeah, we're gonna go like this. Yeah, that's not nice. That is nice. Alright. Oh, and we need the water. Alright, we can probably use another diesel generator. How is our diesel looking? Diesel is looking fine. Alright, let's get ourselves another diesel generator and a fluid tank right here. So storage, we need a fluid storage right there. You're gonna be a diesel storage, and I want you at least 100 full. And I'm gonna need another generator, because for some reason everything now costs electricity. Completely unrealistic. As you very well know. Right. With that, this stuff is done. Oh yeah, I need to actually build you guys, don't I? I need to allow you to get built. Get built. Get some help. And get built. Okay, and with that we have the kiln going, and we will have you going. I don't think we'll actually get to do anything more than just have a look at the finished production. I mean, I could like temporarily get the water done that way. That would be an option, because we can then revert the water piping. So I guess that is what we're gonna do just to get this going. Transport, fluid, pipe. Are you the same level? Nope. You are the same level, okay. Well. So I want you to go over here. Come down here. Go through here. And go there. That's fine. And we're gonna need another pipe from here over here to here. Yeah, that is all right. That is not all right. That is fine. Good. All right. So with that being done, are they yeah, they're currently transporting water manually. Okay, this should now end. Yeah, we now have full water. That's fine. We are now producing this stuff, and we should be getting concrete slabs out of this, which is great. This will very quickly drain this water supply, so we will need to keep this filled. 1 below maximum. Maybe less than that. Yeah. I don't want to go too far with this. Alright. We will have to build this one up, which is what we now can do. We have to be careful not to use too much electricity, because that will be a problem. We are currently doing the smart conveyor routing and then the tree planting. So now it's time to upgrade our researchers. Ooh, that is gonna be somewhat expensive. Okay, what do you need? You need those guys and electronics. Electronics are back here. So let's build some stuff to kind of get rid of that. This is less than ideal. I didn't pay attention to this one. Okay. Can we do this still? And the answer is yes, of course we can. I need 2 of these and 3 on the other side. That should be not enough. Okay, that's a bit of a problem. All of your warehouses, so that's great. And none of your loose storages, so it's all flat transport. So what we're gonna do is 3 flat lifts. We will have one on the ground, one up, and one 2 up. And that should be fine. I mean, the alternative would be to just get this sorted from that point onward, but that's not really what I want to do. Let's go to the logistics. So I'm gonna have to push you over here, but it's gonna be through this one. Okay. I'm gonna need a lift for 1 up and for... Nope. Two up, yes. And then you have to go through here, here, there. You guys are gonna go through this one, this one, this one, and you are gonna go in here, here, here. You are gonna go into this one, and you are gonna go into that one. Isn't that fun? Good grief. That looks amazing in the worst possible way. And let me guess, these guys are the most... Yeah, they are the furthest up, which is what I need over here. Oh dear. So I'm gonna need another lift. Which isn't a big problem, because now this goes through here perfectly. And these I can just transport back if I need to. I will reroute that one over here and then going up there. Going into this one, and that one. You need what else? Oh no, you only need those two. Same as this? Really? Yeah. Okay, same as that. Sure. Flat left. One up, 2 up, 3 up. You're gonna need one. You're gonna need one. I'll just copy you. You're gonna need one. Yeah. Okay. Perfect. Isn't that brilliant? No comment. Please, no comment. We're gonna have to produce a couple of these, but this will actually really improve our production. If I want to boost you, I kind of need more everything. One is not enough to pass these trucks, but two is enough. So this is all going to be like low-level trucking. As soon as I can actually get these guys done properly, be really, really bloody helpful. Like, really helpful. Okay. Almost ready. So this one should be working fine. It is working fine, which means we can now get rid of this one because we don't really need it anymore. Like this makes 12 in 60 with 18 lime, and this one makes 12 in 60 with cement, 1.5 cement. A forestry control tower. Right now, I do not need one. Right now, I do not need a forestry control tower. I will have to get down there at some point. Why? Because there's oil down there. Is that actually oil? That is oil, yes. We've got, I think that's coal up here. Right, you can go away. I think we're almost done over here as well. Not quite. Oops. Not quite. Oh, yeah, you can go away as well. Should I get another one of these? I might. Oh, and I can upgrade those two. Well, as soon as this stuff's done. I could build a second assembly one. It should be okay. How much do you need? 40 kilowatts. That is nothing. We're still above the two unit production, but it should, yeah, just above the 2 unit production. Okay. Hmm. What do I actually want to do high priority on? I guess these guys are more high priority than... Actually, these are probably urgent compared to the rest. That should help with finishing this up. And then this is urgent, this priority 1, and these guys are priority 2. Does push you to 2? No. There's no shortcut to give it a priority, which is kind of annoying. I did that already. Did that already. 2, 2, 2. Okay, that should be good. That's not as important. No, that's just that. Okay. All right. Do you mind finishing this stuff up? That would be great. Uh, 8 out of 10, 6 out of 10. Yeah, that's just 6 more. That should be 1 done. Yep. That should be the other one done. Yes. Okay, with that we have the first one over here, the urgent ones. And now we should be finishing up these guys. And once that is done, oh, we need more iron actually. I probably should start... Yeah, it doesn't really matter how I do this. Oh, they don't even have that. That's a bit of a problem. Okay, I see what the problem is. I kind of need to reduce you guys a little bit. And I need to get more of this going. Definitely need to get more of this going. Do I have more of these waiting? I shouldn't. Apparently I do. Yep. Okay. Sure. And let's prioritize iron ore, please. Yes. Thank you. That is not iron ore, by the way. Okay. You accept iron ore, but you don't mind it not being used for you. That is fantastic. I kind of need to get another storage, another loose storage set up. right here, I suppose. You are gonna be an iron ore storage. I also want a coal storage. Set up right next to it. Right. Yeah, that's still, like, it's cheaper. It's not less, it's not any more, I want to say flexible. 12. What are you waiting for? You're producing, okay. You're also producing. Everybody's producing. You're priority 1. I would expect them to get these things. Oh, we are very busy. We are, in fact, very busy. Okay. I will have to stop soon. That actually does look like we are almost through, yes. Okay. Let's edit this area. I kind of want to unlock this. Mining area, like the corridor. Finish that one up. And yeah, you guys are doing your slag as you should, and excess is dumped or put into the appropriate areas. When it comes to dumping, yeah, this one is pretty much done. We have some dumping area over here. That's gold ore, which is not really what we need right now. Like, this is kind of the next big one that we need to go through. Go to, I should say. So I guess dumping a land bridge over here might not be the worst idea. And then getting up there. And we're gonna make us a little platform, then we're gonna make us a ramp. We need to repair the ship. Cannot unload cargo ship. Shipyard is full. Keep empty, please. I really do not want this stuff in here. Did I allow you? Yes. Trucks only if pipes can't. Trucks can import cargo. What the hell? Does this actually... This goes into a different one. Okay. You know, I'll allow you to import cargo. That's fine. At least on one of these. To get rid of the extra stuff. But that's a different pipe. That's interesting. You do have general priority 1. So we should have enough maintenance for this. In theory. Okay, you are now done. You are now done. You are now not done. Well, you're slowly being done. Upgrading you costs how much? 18. Currently upgrading these two. What's the difference between assembly 1 and assembly 2 outside of the... it needs 50% more crew, 1.7 maintenance, double the energy, and it doubles production. Which is kind of what we want. All things considered, kind of what we want. Okay. Yeah, this will probably take a while. So I was able to reduce most of this like transportation stuff in here. We've done the concrete mixing, which is good because that actually has allowed us to deal with this crap. The rocks are the only ones that are coming in fairly slow. The slag is still here, the limestone is here, and the coal is here. Speaking of that, I don't think I need an assigned truck, which it doesn't have. Wait, I did assign a truck somewhere, I think. Is it here? Nope. Maybe I'm wrong. All right. You have 3, okay. So we should now be getting enough of this. Like, what is hindering us from... Kind of want an export route to that. Figuring dedicated export routes for trucks, for example, if you'd like to deliver materials mined here to a specific storage but nowhere else, you can assign this mine controller to a chosen storage. You can also assign it to another mine or to use that one for dumping. Okay, so I can dump in a specific area if I want to. Okay, it's fine. All right, we are approaching our stopping time. Now this should help us, like at least these two, to just be off very little time. Like, we only need 3 trucks for these now, and we have 2 trucks for this, which is exactly what we have, and that should help. And now anyone that wants any iron, they can pick that up here, and it will be faster because we can have a dedicated transport to there. And I actually don't want you to do this. Only if pipes belts can't, but you can. Oh, so they are allowed to import it if this stuff isn't full, but I still want you to import here. I don't want you to transport that directly here. That's not the point. Well. Okay, main problem right now is actually not iron. The main problem right now is still these guys. And we are slowly getting there. I am kind of inclined to just upgrade these first. And as soon as we get the necessary equipment, that should be good. I kind of want you to be at level 6 and level 6, slightly higher. And your upgrade will be level 1. Level 1. That way, these two will get upgraded first. Then the production line is going to get stabilized with the 2 last. The 2 last? Yeah, 1, 2 last manufacturing things. Well, I say the 2 last. This one isn't done yet. Okay, that should be good. But yeah, these are going to get upgraded first. Yes, slightly higher use of resources, but nothing compared to what we actually will be doing. We will now be manufacturing at twice the speed, 6 compared to 3. So that is good. And with that, research and upgrade to Research Lab 1. Yeah, I'm still working on that. Funny you should say that. Yeah, and once this is then done, which is another 14 of those. Another 24 of those. Yeah, another 24 of those. Which once this is done is like a couple of minutes. We should be good. have 16. That is enough to... Well, no, not quite. We have 18. But we are now extremely busy. You can transport 20, which it did. All put in here. It only needed 18. Where did the rest go? Not enough maintenance 1. That is not good. Why? That is why. Ooh, we do not have enough iron. Why don't we have enough iron? We have 420 iron. Where's all the iron going? I need to assign a truck here. Probably didn't need to assign a truck there. Although maybe I did. they're not doing it now. Okay. I will assign a truck here. Just to get that out of the way. Oh, this wasn't done yet. Oh, I see. Well, it's too fucking bad. But yeah, we do need this one to kind of... One of the things that I don't like is that I can't say, yeah, you're only allowed to export if you're above a certain amount of stuff in there. I might need a second one of these. Well, in all honesty, I only need this to be like filled at all times, and that should be enough. You're using 15 every 60. No, sorry, you're producing 12. You're not using anything. You're using a very small amount. 8 every 60. You're making more than enough. That should be more than enough to keep the maintenance up and running. I'm not taking calls right now. Alright, with that... the problem is that the research also takes some. So we might have to double the production of this. I don't know where to go with that because I accidentally built that in the wrong point. Admittedly, that is actually built in the wrong position. You should be down here near this production. Should Research power generation 2. That is so fucking stupid. Holy shit. $18 of those. We have 171. Okay. Sure. Shipyard is full. Cement and rubber. Okay, I wanna stop you for now. And I wanna stop you for now. Oh, dang. Yeah, we need to get the maintenance back up. Okay, yeah, next time, we need to get this maintenance running again. This is my stopping time, so we're just gonna save here, as always. And, this was Nomad Technician, playing another game of, well, continuing my game of Captain of Industry. There's a lot of stuff that needs to be corrected. But that is what these games are all about, so I hope I'll see you next time. Until then, bye-bye.